Hi everyone, and welcome to Mail Something Pretty. I'm Christine Josty, and these cards are for the Norwell Council on Aging class. Anyone can watch the video, but thank you for purchasing your kit for the class. So everything that you need is in the envelopes here, and all you need really is some glue and maybe a poker tool, like I use a paper piercer, or you can use a toothpick or ends of scissors or something sharp. You might need to poke out some little pieces. So these are the cards we're going to make. If you're making them along with me in the video and you need to pause the video to, if it's taking you a little longer than me, just pause the video, and then when you're done, you can just start up again. So we're going to start with this card. So we're actually making like kind of two fall cards. They could both be Thanksgiving, or one could just be kind of multi-purpose. This one's obviously Thanksgiving, and then two winter cards. So you can use them for Hanukkah, you could use them for winter, birthdays, or Christmas, or whatever you want to do. So we're going to start with this card first. So you can just find that one in your envelope. Actually, it's the one that has the vanilla envelopes is this card. And this it's kind of a fun die cut because you can make it into a sunflower, or this could be kind of more like a, I suppose, an orange sunflower, or a mum, or a daisy. It's kind of fun. So you have your pieces here. So you're going to take those out, and actually, card's already folded. And so we're just going to start by gluing or taping on the base, the back of that patterned paper. So I'm using this glue, but you can use a glue stick or other white glue, or if you have double-sided tape. Although some of the things we are going to do, the glue kind of works better. Okay, so you may have to poke out some of your kind of these negative spaces of the petals. If some of them are stubborn, like a couple of mine were stubborn, so I'm actually going to leave it there. So this one has it where they're all poked out. And I'm going to put this one together where they are still in there, and you'll see kind of the two effects. Sometimes I like to leave them in there, so that is your choice. Again, I'm going to put some glue just on that ring. Oh, actually, before we do that, we need to put down the orange, the background color. So I'm going to put that down, and I'm just going to center it. And then I'm going to put this on top. Now these actually pieces do line up, so you could fidget with it if you want it really lined up. I kind of like the look where they're not necessarily lined up. So I'm just going to push that, and especially with just the glue in the middle, you can kind of lift them up just to give a little dimension to the flowers. And on the back side of this bronze piece, the center of the flower, you can just peel off that backing, and that will just kind of pop up. Now I should have said I didn't put glue all the way around my orange flower, so I can tuck in my leaves, but if you were going to put completely glue, then hopefully you didn't do it yet. Sorry. And you can put your leaves wherever. I'm just going to kind of tuck two up top. See if I can tuck them in there. Yep. And then I'm going to do one here on the opposite corner. Just make sure that it doesn't overhang the fold of the card. See if I can tuck that in a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, so you can kind of see that this is the one again that has all of the punch out, and then this one, there's a couple that are hanging though. I don't want them messy. Let me just get those pieces out, because that would look like, there we go, that looks more intentional. Okay, so those are the two looks of the sun, or the flower card. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside, and the next card we will do is that Thanksgiving card. Where is it? This one. And just slide everything out of your envelope. You have the pieces here. You have your pumpkin. You have the little what they call it. It's not gingham. It's not houndstooth. Checkered buffalo check. That's what it is. The buffalo check paper, and then you have that Happy Thanksgiving. So the first thing we're going to do is adhere on our black paper, and you'll notice there's some texture to it, so you can use either side. But I thought if I just left it plain black, it would have been a little bit too plain, but that texture kind of jazzes it up a little bit. All right, so hopefully you can see that one because that's on the white background. All right, so that fits on there nicely. And then I'm going to put my strip here. If you want it on this side, you can do opposite. Let's see what that would look like. Maybe I'll do on opposite and then you can pick. How's that? I tend to put things on the right side, but I know there's some lefties out there that sometimes do things opposite of what I do. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a black border here, and there's a little one on the top and the bottom. Okay. And then you'll see this backing on the back of this. So you're just going to pop these out. And the reason why, you can even probably, I was going to say, it's sticky. So this would be a pain in the neck to glue for you. So you just need to pop them out. And I wouldn't, it's up, if there's two eyes in Thanksgiving, it's up to you if you want to pop them out or have them missing. It does come out. Here we go. And if you peel the backing, that might take care of those little pieces with the G and the A and the K. You just have to peel this part off. Easier said than done. I'm going to use my little poker tool and see if I can get it off. Again, there we go. A toothpick would work. So this just peels right off. Just be gentle so it doesn't rip. Although if it rips, it's sticky, so you can kind of put it back in place. That's sticking to me. All right, so I'm going to turn it over, and I do still have those pieces in there, so you can either poke them out or leave them. Get the G out. All right, I think I got them all. And then when you line it up, let's see, because I'm going to leave this here so you can see it. So I can, I'm just trying to decide. I'm doing it opposite, which makes me think. I had my pumpkin on this side, although I kind of actually liked it on that side. Thanksgiving. I think I'm still going to do that. I'm going to still leave my pumpkin on this side. And I'm still going to, all right, align it on the right. So I'm going to put my G down first, so as an anchor point, and then I'm just going to gently pat down, trying to keep them straight, the letters, as they're sticking to my fingers. Like that. Okay, whew, got it. And again, my pumpkin, it's gonna go there, and we're gonna put the happy down. So we'll take this one out as well. You might be able to see, this is what I was hoping, you could just peel it off that way. That might be the easier way of doing it. Okay, I think that is a little bit easier. Hook out some of these. I'm gonna have all these little bits stuck to me. This is the only card right now that has, this is probably the most complicated part of the whole class. Okay, so I'm going to stick down, I'm going to line up my G and my Y. Just getting rid of this little hanging piece. Happy. See, these things are sticking all over the place. All right, so yeah, let's push those down because they are sticky. And then on the back of your pumpkin, you have those same dimensionals. So just peel that backing off. And that just makes it pop up. You can put your pumpkin anywhere, but I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. All right, so those are the two versions depending on, I guess the Happy Thanksgiving are in the same spot, but I just in the pumpkin, but I just alternated my strip. So you can pick whichever look you like. I mean, if you wanted to turn your card that way, you certainly could do that too. Okay, get all these stickies off me. Going trash. All right, so our next card, let's see which one it is. It's our birds, our winter birds. I try to make them look like Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal. So you have your, actually you'll see there's 3 birds there, but they're going to become 2. We have 2 branches. We have 2 pieces of white. One has snowflakes on it and one is plain. The plain one's going to go on the inside. I'm just going to do that right now. Because this blue, which I love, it's a little too dark to write on unless you had like a white paint marker. But so now you can write your nice message. And then we are going to put down the one with the white snowflakes. You can decide which side you like. Raised or inverted, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna put that down. All right, so let's get out the sampling so you can see what we're making. That's the one we're making. So you can put your branches if you want them in that direction. I'm just gonna kind of copy this one, what I did. So one branch, they're both the same. And I just made them look a little differently by changing the direction of the branch. So I'm gonna put just a couple dabs of glue. I liked how the branch kind of overhanged onto the navy part of the card. Okay, and this one's going to drop down. All right, so we have these 3 birds here. So this one we're going to leave, this is the Mister. We're going to leave him alone. But the Mrs. has kind of 2 colors, right? Because she's a little bit more brown, but have some red in her. So we're going to layer on top. So I'm just going to put a little glue by her head, just a tiny bit where there's room. But it's okay if she's not all the way. Oh, you know what I did? Before I do that, I actually trimmed off, if you have some scissors, you don't have to, but I trimmed off her feet here. Okay, so here are her feet, the red. I just cut them, rounded it off. And now I'm gonna put this on top. That way she doesn't have really the 2 layers of the feet. Okay. Like that. See a little bit more dimension with those colors. So you can put her on the top and him on the, let's see. I'm trying to decide which one I like better. Maybe I'll do opposite and then you can decide which one you want. Designing on the fly here. Okay, I'm just going to make sure her feet are on the branch. They actually they're not even having any glue on them, but they look like they're on the branch. And then I just want to make sure that his tail does not go beyond the card, because then it won't fit in the envelope. So again, just a little glue on his head and just a tiny bit on towards his tail. I'm gonna put his feet. Yeah. Okay, different directions. So you can decide which direction you like. The top and the bottom. I like this card because it really can be for so many reasons. Okay, and our last card is the snowflake card with a little bit of bling. Actually, and you'll see when you pull out the snowflake, it's hard to see, but there's some iridescent to it, which is kind of nice. Okay, so those pieces are here. So you have your gray piece to go on the inside again, because this is that same blue. It's a little bit too dark to write a message on. So I'm going to do the inside first. And then this one also has those same snowflakes as the bird card. So you can decide like how much you want, because we're going to put this lighter blue down first, and then we're going to put this strip on. Again, if you want the strip to go on this side, you can just decide what you want. If you want this card to be a landscape card, you can put your strip like that and then your snowflake on. You can, that's kind of pretty too. You can decide whichever you like. So I'm going to maybe leave about a ½ inch on the right side here. And it does, this goes top to bottom. And then I'm going to put, this is fun glitter paper because you don't get any glitter on you like other papers. So I'm going to put some glue on this strip. And then again, you can decide how, if you want it to go right over the middle of that seam or far over, you can decide. And then your snowflake, that iridescent snowflake has a pop-up on the back too. So you just pull up that backing and put your snowflake wherever you would like. Again, I just want to make sure it doesn't overhang so it fits in the envelope. Okay, so let me just pull out those cards again, the ones we just made, so you can see them all. I don't know which one you want to see, which snow. I'll put this one, but are they all going to fit in the screen here? There you go. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed making your cards and you like any of the card kits. I want to thank the Norwell Council on Aging for doing all these to-go kits, cards to go, and Debbie specifically for calling to set up the classes. And we have a December Christmas class coming up, so be sure to sign up for that. I think the deadline is the beginning of December. I forgot to check the date, but it will be in your newsletter. Thank you again. I am Christine. I'm from Norwell, Massachusetts, and my little company is called Mail Something Pretty. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.